Good morning students. Hope you're all safe at home. So in today's class we are going to start a new lesson. Okay. Lesson number 4. Mangoes around the year. Okay. The topic of the lesson is mangoes around the year. So this is an interesting lesson. Okay. So the lesson starts with a conversation between three persons. Okay. It starts with a conversation between three persons. The first is Neetu, and the second person is Aman, and the third person is Preeti. Okay, so it starts with a conversation between Neetu, Aman, and Preeti. Okay, now let us read the conversation between these three persons. Neetu. So what does Neetu says? Wow, Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris. So what is she says? Wow, Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris. Aman, hey, today Neetu has bought potato sabzi. So Aman says, hey, today Neetu has bought potato sabzi. And then what does Preeti says? I have got bindi. Okay, I have got bindi. So these three persons are talking about, yes, food. Okay, so they are talking about the food that they are having with them. Aman, oh Neetu, I think your potato sabzi is spoiled. Okay, Aman says, oh Neetu, I think your potato sabzi is spoiled. Preeti, don't eat that, you may fall sick. Here, you take some bindi. At last Preeti says, don't eat that, you may fall sick. Here, you take some bindi. So this was the conversation between Neetu, Aman and Preeti. Okay, let me explain. So what does Neetu says? Neetu says, wow. Okay, she says, wow. Aman's lunchbox has a sweet puri. So Aman is having a lunchbox. Okay. So inside the lunchbox, what is there? Yes. Aman is having sweet puris. So he is having puris. That the puris are very sweet in taste. So she says that, wow, Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris. Aman, hey, today Neetu has bought potato sabzi. So what is Aman saying? Aman is opening the Neetu's tiffin box. Okay, so on seeing that he notices that she has bought potato sabzi. So you all know what is meant by potato. Okay, potato is a vegetable. What is meant by sabzi? Yes, sabzi is a dish which is made up of potato. Okay, so Neetu has bought potato sabzi and Aman has bought sweet puris. And what is Preeti bought? So she says that I have got bindi. Okay, I have got bindi. So what is meant by bindi in food items? Yes, bindi is a vegetable. Okay, it is a kind of vegetable. That means the lady's finger. Okay, the lady's finger is called as a bindi. So who has brought bindi? Yes, Preeti. Okay, Preeti has brought bindi. And Aman says, oh Neetu, I think your potato sabzi is spoiled. So Aman find out that the Neetu's potato sabzi is spoiled. Okay, it's wasted, so they can't be able to eat. Okay, on seeing that, Aman find out that the potato sabzi is spoiled. Preeti, don't eat that, you may fall sick. So Preeti says to Neetu that you should not eat that potato sabzi because it gets spoiled. Okay, so if you eat, what happens? Yes, if we eat the spoiled food, what happens for us? Yes, we may fall sick. So Preeti says that you should not eat that potato sabzi. If you eat, you will fall sick. Here, you take some bindi. So she says that she is sharing her food with Neetu. Okay, who? Yes, Preeti. Okay, Preeti is sharing her food to Neetu. She says that I have bindi. Okay, I have bought bindi and please take from me. So you don't eat the potato, the sweet. You don't eat the potato sabzi because it got spoiled, and instead of that, you take this bindi which I have bought for you. So this was the conversation happens between Neetu, Amman, Preeti. Okay. Now let us read once again. Neetu. Wow, Amman's lunchbox has sweet puris. Amman. Hey, today Neetu has bought potato sabzi. So what I told, what is meant by potato sabzi? Yes, sabzi means it's nothing but it's a dish which is made up of the potato. Preeti, I have got bindi. So what is meant by bindi? Yes, it's a vegetable. So here bindi refers to the lady's finger. And Aman, oh Neetu, I think your potato sabzi is spoiled. Preeti, don't eat that, you may fall sick. Here, you take some bindi. Okay. From this conversation, we are going to discuss some questions related to this. Okay. The first question. How do Aman know that the potato sabzi had got spoiled? So, who has brought the potato sabzi? Yes. So, the potato sabzi has been bought by Neetu. Okay, so Neetu has bought it on seeing that Aman find out that it has been spoiled. So how does he identify that the potato sabzi has been spoiled? By the bad smell coming from it. Okay, so when he opened the lunch box, this Aman notified that there is a bad smell coming from it. Okay, so from the bad smell, he identified that the potato sabzi had got spoiled. Okay, so how do Aman know that the potato sabzi had got spoiled? By the bad smell coming from it, Aman know that the potato sabzi had got spoiled. The second question. Have you ever seen that some food has got spoiled? How do you know? The question is, have you ever seen that some food had got spoiled? Have you ever noticed, children, that some food has got spoiled? And how do you know that the food is spoiled? Yes, I have seen. Okay, yes, I have seen. So, all of us would have seen that the food has spoiled. And how we come to know that the food has spoiled? I got to know by the bad smell. Okay, so if we smell something bad from the food, we can able to identify that the food has been spoiled. So, have you ever seen that some food has got spoiled? How do you know? Yes, I have seen. I got to know by the bad smell. And the third question. Preeti told me to not to eat potato sabzi. What would have happened if she had eaten it? Okay, Preeti told. Yes, it has got potato sabzi which has got spoiled. And Preeti is saying to Neetu that you should not eat the potato sabzi. Yes, if you eat, what happens? She would have told something. Okay, so Preeti told Neetu not to eat potato sabzi. What would have happened if she had eaten it? So what would happen? If Neetu had eaten the potato sabzi, she would have fallen sick. So if we eat the spoiled food, what happened? We will definitely fall sick. And this is what Preeti has told to Neetu. She asked not to eat the spoiled food. Okay, not to eat the potato sabzi which has got spoiled. Preeti told Neetu not to eat potato sabzi. What would have happened if she had eaten it? If Neetu had eaten the potato sabzi, she would have fallen sick. I read once again. How do Aman know that the potato sabzi had got spoiled? By the bad smell coming from it, Aman knows that the potato sabzi had got spoiled. Have you ever seen that some food has got spoiled? How do you know? Yes, I have seen. I got to know by the bad smell coming from the food. Preeti told me to not to eat potato sabzi. What would have happened if she had eaten it? If Neetu had eaten the potato sabzi, she would have fallen sick. Okay, the next topic we are going to see is about a person, Biji. Okay, Biji returned the bread. So the topic is Biji returned the bread. So for what we returned the bread? Now let us see. Aman's Biji went to the market to buy bread. Okay, Aman's Biji went to the market to buy bread. The shop was very crowded. The shop was very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a package of bread and gave it to Biji. She looked at it and returned. I'll read once again. Aman's Biji went to the market to buy bread. the shop was very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and gave it to Biji. She looked at it and returned. So what happens? Who is going to the shop? Yes, Biji. So this Biji is going to the market. Okay, so for what she goes to the market? Yes, she wants to buy bread. Okay, she wants to buy bread. So she is going to the market for that. The shop was very crowded. So how the shop was? Yes, the shop seems to be very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and gave it to Biji. So she is going to the shopkeeper and she is asking that she needs bread. Okay, so for that the shopkeeper is giving bread to Biji. She looked at it and returned. Okay, so what happens after getting the bread packet? She is looking at the bread packet. Okay, so after looking that, she is returning the packet to the shopkeeper itself. So for what reason she has returning the bread packet to the shopkeeper? Once again, Aman's Biji went to the market to buy bread. The shop was very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and gave it to Biji. She looked at it and returned. Okay, now let us discuss the answer. The first question, why Biji returned the bread? Okay, why Biji returned the bread? For what purpose? Biji returned the package because she saw the fungus created inside the package, maybe it had expired. So here it is the answer. Okay, Biji returned the packet because she saw the fungus. So what happens? What she noticed? Yes, she noticed the fungus which is there in the bread. Okay, so the bread has got spoiled. So because of that, the bread was fungus. Okay, it got fungus inside the packet. Maybe it had expired. So what happens? The bread packet got expired. Okay, it got expired. So the bread got fungus. So on seeing the fungus, the Biji has returned the bread packet. So why Biji returned the bread? Biji returned the package because she saw the fungus created inside the package. Maybe it had expired. The second question, how did she find that the bread had got spoiled? Okay, how did she find? So how did she find that the bread packet has got spoiled? She found out that the bread had spoiled by seeing the black spots in it. So we can able to see that how the bread is by seeing the packet itself. Okay, so she found out the black spot in the bread. Okay, so Biji find out the bread had spoiled by seeing the black spots in there. So if there is a black spot, we should not eat the bread, okay, because it has got spoiled. So because of that spoil, it has got the black spots. Okay. The third question: what can we know from what is written on the package? What can we know from what is written on the package? So what are all the things that has been written on the package? Has anyone noticed? Okay, now let us see. When we see the packet, we know the expiry date, manufactured date, the ingredients need to prepare the food, price, net, weight. Okay, so these are all some of the things that have been written on the packet. Okay, when we see the packet, we come to know the expiry date, the manufactured date, the ingredients need to prepare the food, price, net weight. Okay, so these are all that has been written in the packet. So what can we know from what is written on the packet? Last question: when you buy anything from the market, what do you look for on the packet? So when we, for example, if you are buying a chocolate, so what we have to do? What we have to notice? When I buy anything from the market, I firstly look for the manufacture date and expiry date. So we have to verify these two things. Okay, the manufacture date of when it has been packed and the expiry date. Okay, expiry date means of when we have to eat at last. So when I buy anything from the market, I firstly look for the manufacture date and expiry date. Now let me read once again for you. Biji returned the bread. Aman's Viji went to the market to buy bread. So she is going to the market for what? Yes, to get bread. The shop was very crowded. So she is going to the shop and the shop seems to be very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and gave it to Viji. So the shopkeeper is giving the bread packet to Viji. She looked at it and returned. So what happened? She is looking at the bread packet and she is returning. Why Viji returned the bread? Viji returned the packet because she saw the fungus created inside the packet. Maybe it had expired. How did she find the bread had got spoiled? She found out that the bread had spoiled by seeing the black spots in it. What can we know from what is written on the package? When we see the package, we know the expiry date, manufacture date, the ingredients used to prepare the food, price, net weight. And the last question, when you buy anything from the market, what do you look for on the package? When I buy anything from the market, I firstly look for the manufacture date and expiry date. Okay students, we'll continue the next part, the next class. Okay. And this is for your home assignment. Write the fill-ups, true or false, match in your classwork note. So you have to take a fresh page and put lesson number 4, mangoes around the year. So first you have to write the fill in the blank. So after completing this, you have to write true or false, and the next one you have to write match the following in your classwork note neatly. Okay, so write the fill-ups, true or false, match the following in your classwork note. And this is for your activity. Complete page number 36. Complete page number 36. So this is for your activity work. So in your book there will be given that you have to go to your kitchen and you have to find some food items. Okay, that the first one, which can get spoiled in 2 to 3 days. So some of the items will be spoiled in 2 or in 3 days. Okay, so you have to write the items that which gets spoiled in 2 or 3 days. And the second one is which can be kept for a week. So some of the food items can be, we can keep it for a week. Okay, so you have to write the food items which we can able to keep it for a week. And the third one would not spoil till 1 month. Okay, so some of the food items like pickles. So I have given one example for you. Okay, so like those things we can able to keep it for 1 month. So the first one you are going to write that which you can the things that can't spoil. Okay, which can't spoil in 2 or 3 days. And the second one is it can be kept for the week. And the third one is that you can be able to keep it for a month. So you have to write the food items. You have been given space in your book. Okay, so you have to write. So your home assignment is write fill in the blanks, true or false, match the following in your classwork note, and your activity work is complete page number 36. So hope you all understood this class. Meet you in the next class. Thank you all.